All right, welcome to the Lowdown, brought to you by Unibet. I'm Dev Sahni, and joining me today is a man who should have been boxing for the WBO World Light Heavyweight Championship this past Saturday. Unfortunately, he came down with COVID and had to withdraw. He's on the mend now, and he joins me today. Callum Johnson, how are you?
Not good. Not good. No, I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm kind of accepting it now. I've had a week or two where I'm kind of very bitterly disappointed, as you can imagine. And then over the weekend, sort of with the fight going on, I kind of just buried my head in my pillow and stayed there all weekend. But it is what it is. What can you do? It can't be changed now. So just got to move on and try and get back on the horse and go again.
Well, look, I mean, in your career, there's been highs and lows, right? You've had setback after setback. You must, when you come down with COVID, you must have thought, oh, here we go again.
Yeah, it's like you say, it was. I don't think it really straight away kind of didn't really sink in as such, if you like. And then you're just like, but at the weekend, it really sunk in at the weekend. When it was happening, and I was thinking, Jesus, I should have been there. And I don't care what anybody says. There's no way I think he can beat me. I don't think Joe Smith can beat me. But at the same time, it's all ifs and buts and wouldas and shouldas and couldas.
Well, so obviously you watched the fight then on Saturday night. He picked up a ninth round knockout over Steve Geffrard. Tell us what you thought.
Well, to be honest with you, I never actually watched it. I didn't watch it. I couldn't bring myself to watching it. I've seen a few clips. And I've had a few people messaging me. I'm not saying he's never performed that well, to be fair, but listen, I will get around to watching it at some point. But what I've seen of Joe Smith in the past, I've always thought, I've got the beating of him, and like you say, this is why it was it was my time. It was my time to finally get that world title, but it wasn't meant to be.
I mean, you've said heading into this fight heading the fight that was meant to be, that you don't see any scenario in which Joe Smith beats you. Well, you haven't seen the fight from over the weekend, but presumably your feelings are as strong as ever on that.
Yeah, 100%. I've watched him, like I say, Bivol, his fight when he won the world title. I've seen other fights, and I just watch him and just think, you can't beat me. Stars make fights, and I'm not saying he's not a good fighter. Obviously, you don't become a world champion if you're not a good fighter. It's as simple as that. And sometimes fighters are actually better than they look once you're in there with them as well. So, there is always that chance as well. But, stars make fights, as we all know. And I just look at Joe Smith and just think, I've got your number. Whether or not, hopefully we can still find out at some point. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, the names that he's talking about, obviously post-fight, he's going to talk about Canelo. Everyone's going to talk about Canelo. He's the money man around there. He seems to be seeking this unification with Artur Beterbiev, which would be obviously a big fight, a big dangerous fight, but he seems to be going towards that, or a rematch with Bivol. So where do you think you fit into this? Do you think they will revisit a fight with you?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I hope so. That's all I can do is hope. The Canelo fight, everybody wants the Canelo fight, for obvious reasons. The Beterbiev fight, he's going to talk, like you say, he's got 2 belts. I think he needs to stay away from that. I don't think there's a light heavyweight, out there that can beat Beterbiev right now still. Apart from myself.
Well, you came close, huh?
Yeah. But like you say, Beterbiev is the number one. You've got to give him that. Bivol beat him easy last time. So, like you say, but he's a fighter. He's a genuine fighter. He is like one of them throwback fighters that will fight anybody. And I'm sure he believes in himself and believes he can beat anybody. So, he's got to do what he's got to do for himself. He's not worried about me or my career or anything else. So, he's got to do what he wants to do for himself. But hopefully we can get that fighting again. And, if he wanted that Canelo fight or the Beterbiev fight, and he was going to get the Beterbiev fight, in his views and in his mind, what a great warm-up I would be. what fight me and then beat me and go fight better Bev. I'd be the perfect warm up for him. But he doesn't beat me. He doesn't beat me. I believe he doesn't beat me, and I just hope he genuinely does believe he beats me, and he'll give me the chance again. So, but we'll see.
What's Joe said about this? Presumably, you've been in touch with him over the whole everything that's happened over the last couple of weeks. What's he saying to you? He's seen the lows in your career before. Presumably, he's sort of geeing you up.
Yeah, just exactly. That's it. Basically, just stay on it, stay focused, and hopefully we can get the chance again. He said it's not, it's not totally lost yet. We might still get it. So kind of try and stay focused and keep yourself in decent shape, which I'm starting to get my head around it and start, like I say, I'm going to the gym now, to be honest, after this call. So I'm slowly getting my head right again. I'll be honest, the last couple of weeks I've been anyhow. I've been like, what's the point again? And I might as well call it a day and all that. But I've been there before. I've been there 2 or 3 times before, so it's nothing new to me. And I'll be all right. I'll be back in the gym, and I'll be ready to go again. Give me a few weeks, I'll be ready to go again.
Well, there's a scenario playing out with that WBO title where Anthony Yarde is number 1. He will be the next mandatory for that title. So you might end up in a situation where if Joe Smith doesn't want to fight you and he can't get a unification, he might have to fight Anthony Yarde. Frank fancies Anthony Yarde to win that. And then it could be a defense against Callum Johnson. That could be what plays out.
That could happen as well. And I was going to say that, this year, like I say, with or without a world title, I think me and Anthony Yarde's a great fight anyway. It's a big fight. I think that would capture the British boxing fans, and I think that would be a big fight to be made anyway. And I think that fight's a fight that needs to be made this year, I think, with or without a world title. But again, I'm sure Anthony Yarde wouldn't want to fight me before the world title, because what would be the point? He's number 1, he's mandatory. He doesn't need me, does he, right now? But like I say, it's a big fight that to be made sometime very soon.
I mean, he's in form right now. He's just come off a fantastic knockout win over Lyndon Arthur, avenged the defeat. How do you fancy yourself against Anthony Yarde? Obviously, you think you're going to win, but how do you see that fight playing out?
The same again, mate. It's a tough fight. It's a great fight, and I think styles will clash well. But the fight I watched against Lyndon Arthur, and he did look good, and he battered Lyndon. Let's be honest. But I do think I saw things there that where I thought, no, I'd get you there. I'd get you in that position. And I thought a lot of it was down to, I don't want to sound disrespectful or not give Anthony the credit he deserves, because he was very good. But I do think a lot of it, I thought Lyndon was very bad. He looked like he wasn't interested to me. He looked like he sort of just accepted defeat very easily. I don't know what you thought. And the way he was walking out of the ring after with us, he had a big smile on his face after getting beat like that. And it was like he just kind of accepted defeat anyway. It wasn't like to be walking out the ring with that smile on your face, you couldn't have tried your hardest. You couldn't have actually really put it all on the line, because you wouldn't have been that happy, in my opinion. But, I don't know. Maybe I might have got that wrong. Who knows? I don't know.
Well, look, there's certainly going to be big fights in your future. I think it's just a case of you got to crack on, mate. You just got to get yourself back in the gym, get your head back in the game.
That's it.
Is that the plan now?
Story. Yeah, just get myself fit, and like I say, I want to be out obviously March, April latest, really. Whoever it might be against. I do want to kind of. I suppose I'm not in a position to pick and choose. I suppose, I don't know, but I want meaningful fights where the fight means something to win it. Do you know what I mean? It's going to kind of propel me forward, or it's like a meaningful fight. I don't really want a fight where I'm supposed to win, but if I do win, it doesn't move me any further on. Do you know what I mean? So we'll see what's about anyway.
Well, at least last year you got some momentum going again. That's the thing. Since you've come over to Queensberry, the momentum has been going. This is a bit of a roadblock here at the moment, but I'm sure you will be back. Callum, before I let you go, is there anything you want to add? Any message to the light heavyweight division?
Nah, just I'm not, just because this never happened. I'm still here, and you're still going to see me this year, and I'll be back as good as ever. I'm pretty sure of that, and I'm looking forward to getting back in there and showing everybody, I'm still a force.
Good man. We are looking forward to it too. Callum, thank you so much for joining me. And let's go. 2022. Let's get back on it.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Take care.